The wind moaned outside the old house, rattling the shutters and making the single lamp in the living room flicker. Dust drifted through the stale air as Amara, a quiet woman in her 30s, swept the wooden floor with slow, deliberate strokes. Each scrape of the broom echoed sharply, the sound too loud for such a small space. The clock struck midnight, the tick loud and lonely. She paused, her broom mid-swing. A faint whisper brushed her ear. "You missed a spot." Amara spun around. The room was empty, the air still. She gave a small, nervous laugh and muttered, "Just my imagination," before she continued sweeping. The hallway stretched ahead of her, dimly lit, the boards creaking under her steps. The broom's bristles hissed softly over the floor, yet the echo was wrong. Deep, hollow, like she was sweeping in a tunnel instead of a house. When she reached the end of the corridor, she found a small pile of ashes that hadn't been there moments ago. "Where did this come from?" she whispered, bending down with her dustpan. Before she could scoop them up, the ashes shifted, shaping themselves into a faint footprint. Cold ran down her spine. She backed away, and somewhere down the hall a door creaked open on its own. Amara gripped her broom and edged toward the sound. Inside the bedroom, the air felt heavier. Furniture stood beneath thick coats of dust, and in the corner, a rocking chair swayed gently as if someone had just stood from it. On the floor lay another broom, old, broken, its handle splintered in half. Her own broom suddenly jerked in her hands. It began to move by itself, scraping furiously across the floor, sweeping at invisible dirt. "Stop!" Amara cried, trying to hold it back. But the broom fought her grip, the sweeping growing faster, harder, until sparks flickered from the wooden boards. From the darkened mirror beside the bed, a shadow took shape, a woman's outline sweeping endlessly, her movements sharp and unnatural. Amara stared, trembling. "Who are you?" she whispered. The shadow's voice was dry as dust. "I cleaned this house. Until it cleaned me." The floorboards bulged, dust and strands of hair swirling into the air. The ghostly woman's face appeared in the mirror, hollow-eyed, with ash spilling from her mouth. Amara screamed and ran, stumbling back into the hallway. The doors slammed shut one by one as she fled. The whisper followed her, now a chorus. "Sweep it clean. Sweep it clean. Sweep it clean." She tripped and fell, the broom clattering beside her, and then, impossibly, standing upright. The wooden handle twisted, splintering into what looked like a hand made of ash and wood. It reached for her face. "No, stop!" she cried, but the broom grabbed her arm and began dragging her across the floor, back toward the dark bedroom. Her screams echoed and faded into silence. Moments later, the broom lay still again on the dusty floorboards. The air settled. The house was quiet. Then came a soft scraping, the broom, moving once more on its own, sweeping in slow, endless strokes as a faint humming drifted through the air. The voice of a woman singing a lullaby from somewhere deep within the dust,